John Henley's boxing club in Philadelphia. One of these kids is 16 years old, the other's 15. Their fathers fought in the same when they were kids. This place is special to a lot of us.
The time, 1 minute, 5 seconds. Referee stops the contest. The winner, KO Tommy Norris.
Once a month for the last 40 years, family and friends have packed the place. They come here to see the little boys of the neighborhood become men.
Jimmy Grilly and Waller Evans in the ring, please. Jimmy Grilly, Waller Evans. Bristol, come on, Bristol, get your boxer out here.
Henley's is in Port Richmond. It's a tough, working-class neighborhood, and a lot of good fighters come from around here. When I first met Red Scorpy, the neighborhood junkman, he was a fighter. Now he's a trainer and the boxing historian of Henley.
This guy's a cop today. What the hell's his name? Michael Lutz. This fellow here, I think Falber, I think he was an officer. Yeah, that's him. That's Eddie Falber. There's this guy right here. I don't know if he ever made it or not. He was in to become a priest.
Well, why do you train fighters?
Prestige, get yourself recognized. Travel up Scranton, Pottstown. The other night I was up Pottstown with a kid. Took him up there and he won a knockout. Just go traveling around. You know, some days you just want to make the lucky break and maybe have a champion.
Reds might get lucky. Sometimes a champion does come from a neighborhood like this. Most of these kids, they learn to fight because they have to.
I just like the opportunity to maybe keep a kid out of trouble. If a kid comes in here and does what we tell him to do, he may never learn to fight, but he won't get in any trouble. When he goes home at night, he's too tired to bum on the corner.
For most kids, fighting's just a way to get by. But for some kids, it's more.
Like fighting is like, it ain't like street. Everybody thinks boxing is like street fighting. You gotta have a mind to box. You gotta know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get hurt. Can't be no little sweet guy around here. Like, it's a gang called Woodland Avenue. They be messing up everybody, man. They take the pants off right up on the street, you know.
When Russell started getting into street fights, his father did what most fathers around here do. He went out and found a good gym for his kid.
I sparred around a little bit back at the West Philadelphia Boys Club. That was back in the late 50s. I did a little sparring. One day I was working in the front of the gym. I just happened to glance around and I saw the sign, it said Juniper Gym. I went and I found a trainer for him, and that's how y'all got started.
Joe didn't know it at the time, but the gym he picked is the toughest gym in Philly.
I'm the smallest one up there, besides Jeff, and I gotta spar them. They be hitting hard.
Work your way out of there, Russell. I want you to stay off of the road. Come back with your right hand. Get away from that rope. Work your way out of there. Get off that rope. Head down. On the move. On the move, Russell. Russell, out of the amateurs, he's the best I got in the gym. That kid has really got the natural ability. You gotta learn to put some jabs off. Pick it off on your hook. Pick it off on your hook. Don't stay there and get hit with it.
The gym's tough reputation comes from Nicky Belfiore. He's the owner and head trainer here, and he watches his kids like a hawk. Nicky's tough, but it works. He's already had 2 world champions.
Been out of trouble. He doesn't hang on corners anymore, you know, with the gang or anything like that. And he's just a better person altogether around the house.
This neighborhood is loaded with gyms. After school in the wintertime, all of them are packed. I came to the gym the first time because that's where the other kids went.
Knuckles all cut up. Who's the kid to fight with?
Some kid.
It's a pretty good place to hang out, make friends. In the gym, all kids are equal. Doesn't matter how big or how old you are, just as long as you're here to fight.
I think it's real good for him. It keeps him off the street, keeps him out of trouble. I think it's great for him.
Frankie Gar's a tough little kid. He's 10 years old. He's already had 13 fights at Henley's.
He got the speed back for Christmas. He couldn't wait till that got put up. I don't even think I was halfway done and he was down here hitting it.
Frankie, try hitting it straight where it comes back and hits. Because you're hitting it sideways. That's what's loosening it up.
Frankie's got a fight coming up, and his stepfather is helping him get ready. This gym is in their basement.
I had Frankie since he was 3. He really actually had no father at that age, you know. Then I came along, and he's like my son. Right up. If somebody wants to fight him, Frankie will fight him. He won't back down. He don't care how big they are. Where we used to live, there was 2 kids, and they were a lot bigger than Frankie. And Frankie said to me, "What do you know, am I allowed to fight him?" I just said to Frankie, I said, "Go get him."
Break. Get out of here.
Frankie also trains a couple of blocks from his house at the Kensington Ramblers Boxing Club. Bobby Boyle runs the place. He used to box himself until an accident at work nearly took off both his hands.
Cover up right away.
He's pretty good with the younger fighters.
You're on the corners and the ropes again. I told you, work center. 1 bounce.
I don't think it's violent. They have the mouthpieces, they have the cups. You might get a low blow now and then, but it really is not. You shake it off. I don't think it's violent. I don't think it's a violent sport at all.
I think boxing helped him a lot. And he looks up to it.
I think it's made him mature a lot. Like he knows how far he can go if he applies himself. And it teaches him a sense of how to hold his temper.
A lot of the time, a kid winds up in the gym because one of his parents put him there.
It's a net. Double right hook.
6 months ago, Bobby Baffler's father left home.
Either go on the inside or the outside of the punch.
Now Marcella, his mother, is raising him and his younger brother alone.
I had a free-for-all in here one day. I goes to break them up.
No, you didn't get hit. Don't even say
Yes, I
that.
did.
No,
I
you
went
didn't.
right to the floor.
No, you didn't. Get out of
Right in
here.
the stomach.
I went to turn on a light, and he walked right up behind me.
And he walked into him. Poor John got shoved. He went into me, and then he got shoved forward again. He was going back and forth like a ping pong ball.
I remember I got hit in the head with a shoe.
Yes. Yes, you did. That's the only way I could calm you down. If I can't catch him, I heave something.
The kids were fighting around the house. When Bobby got interested in boxing, Marcella said yes. She knew Bobby Boyle would teach him some discipline.
Pick the speed back up right away. You gave away 3 shots. You have to come back and get 3 shots more off. Pick the momentum back up right away. Hands up.
As each fight gets closer to his, like the one before his, or, you know, when it actually comes time for his fight, I'm nervous, very nervous. And then when I'm up there, when I'm watching him, I just pray to God that he doesn't get, hurt too bad.
I myself would hope that a kid would wind up with a decent set of principles so that whatever endeavor he goes on to later in life, that he's equipped to take the falls as well as the wins.
She was supposed to die. They said my mom was supposed to die. But then the next day, they left her there, and they seen that she was alive.
Jimmy Casey was too young to remember when his father left, but he'll never forget the stroke that crippled his mother.
See, I didn't know nothing about when my mom was in the hospital. I didn't know that she had brain damage and stuff. I didn't know nothing about it until my babysitter, she was walking by, and I said hi to her. She said she had to talk to me about something, and I promised her that I wouldn't get mad. And she told me, and I was scared, real scared. I do love my mom. What if she don't have no place to stay when I get older? I'll bring her with me, because I can't see my mom really in an old folks home.
All he cares about is me, he says. He wants to take care of you when he
He
gets
wants
old.
to take care of me all my life. He said, I'm going to live the rest of my life. By the time he's 25, he's going to be rich and give me maids. But if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. You can't stop him. It doesn't make him unhappy to say no, so I just pray. I pray every time before the fight.
Stick and move, Casey. Stick and move. Hit him with the left hand before you throw the right. All right, time.
I dream about sometimes becoming a pro and getting paid all that money. Like get a nice house, have a family, live in a nice place. I don't want to have bodyguards. Because I want to, it's like saying, like Elvis Presley, just for instance. He had bodyguards so much he could hardly ever see his wife. I want to have bodyguards, but I don't want them to be around me all the time. I want some free time with my wife and kids and mom.
I think Jimmy Casey's a nice kid, and I think if he stays here and listens, he's going to be a nice fighter.
To train kids like this, you have to be special. These guys are part father, part teacher, and part friend. They know how to push a kid toward his dreams. They also know how to take care of a kid when he gets into trouble.
And we won't let them get hurt. We don't let anybody get hurt. They're going to learn that they can't win every time that they fight. The same as if when they're outside dealing with life, just life itself, there's ups and downs, there's wins and losses.
Jimmy Casey's trainer is Jack Costello. Jack's got 10 kids of his own. He works in the electric company by day, and at night, he helps run this place, the Harrogate Boxing Club.
Bend it to net, bend it to net, bend it to net. Maybe when I'm 80, I would just like to look back, without any financial gain. If I was here for money, I'd be wasting my time. I would just like to look back and see that some of the kids that come in here became a success because as a direct result of the things that we did here for them. Some of the kids, I'm a teacher too, and some of the other kids that come in here, in my opinion, are never going to learn to fight. They don't have the drive, they don't have the ambition. I guess with different kids, it's different things. We had one kid come in here, it was worth a ton of money, and he was going to go into his father's business. What do you teach a kid like that? You have to teach a kid there that just because you got money don't mean you're going to win all the time. Time!
You always got to act like you know. Between them, I know you know your way around.
You follow them. Don't follow them. Cut them off. We start doing this stuff when you take a half a step in and get the jab out there. He won't do nothing. Knock him right off base. Jab right and get the left hook right back. When he turns around, left-handed, right hand, left hook. You're right in there. You're wasting too much time. You stand in front of the guy doing nothing. I started boxing when I was 18. I met a guy that taught me to box, and I boxed for 6 years. I had about 65 amateur fights. Boxed here, boxed upstate, boxed in Jersey, New York, boxed in Georgia, Japan, Korea, back to Japan, boxed on the boat going and coming. Boxed the guy that your father knows, Joey Graham, on the way over. Met him on the way back. He was too fat, I was too fat. We didn't feel like boxing anyway. And that was the end of my boxing career.
It started out small, but then I got so involved in it. It's a full-time job, you know. Every night you got somewhere to go or something to do. Go, you guys! Go! Let's go! Hurry up, get your bag and get in.
Bobby Boyle's gym is mostly for younger fighters. Kids start here as young as 6, and at 16, Bobby makes them move on. A lot of the fighters in the other gyms pass through here first. This place is kindergarten for boxers.
Friday night, we got definites on 4 of them. So Thursday night, I'll take over a group. If they get a match, they get a match. If they don't, they don't. Everybody in here does not leave. Before you leave, I'll let you know who's going on what fight, what night. Thursday night, Friday night, and next Monday.
Bobby's friends talked him into working with these little fighters to help him pass the time after his accident. Now the guy that almost lost his hands is teaching these kids how to use theirs.
One bounce, not two. Right now they're turning around and they're learning how to slip and slide a punch, how to get away from one. Catching, rolling off a punch, so they're not getting hurt. The one guy's allowed to throw punches, the other guy's not allowed to throw them back. Here comes the young boy. Turn around, you just slip it, push it off, over your shoulder, come back with your punches, or go inside of it this way, come back with your hook. Other way is to hold your hands both up high, feet up under, body check. Shoot with the hook, come around. Now, bend in your legs, not in your back. Keep your head high. Try it. We have a turnover every year up that gym. This year I got 63 kids that registered. And out of the 63, 40 stayed and maybe 20 out of them can fight. You give me 20 new kids and a month with them, just have a sparring, I can tell you right away which one can make it and which one can't. Good. Don't bend your base. Let it come underneath of you. They're not as freshmen when they come home, you know, and running around in the corner. So you'll basically, these kids that come up there are good kids. They don't hang on the corners or they don't get involved in all this other stuff, you know.
Bobby had a lot of experience with boxing and, you know, amateur service. So he has a lot to teach, and I was glad that he shared it with the kids in the area.
Nicky's championship fights have led him all over the world.
It was beautiful. Lights, lights the Lord down that main street. I didn't take notice what was the name of the street, but the Market Street never was like that in town here.
He uses the magic and excitement of these trips as a lure for his younger fighters.
This is the main drag here.
That looked like Vegas a little bit.
Yeah, well, it was right on the corner there, and you could see all of them. We walked down there. Look at the set.
That's lit up. Sony. That looked that.
All that writing hung something like you go up to other gyms, right? They're all dirty and everything and all messy and everything. Trainers yelling at you, but Nick ain't like that. He got a clean gym, everything's clean, nice and neat. Can't find no gym better or better trainer in Philadelphia than Nick. My gym, my second home, man.
You either got it or you ain't got it. Same way with a fighter, same way with a trainer. My brother was, I don't know, 14. Who the hell remembers? 13, 14 years old. He wanted to fight. I said, you're too young. He says, come up and watch me box. I went up, watched him. My opinion was always go with him, see that they wouldn't throw him in with somebody bigger than him and get the kid hurt. So I went with him and watched this guy train the fighter, watch that guy learn something from the other guy. The way he took the fight, and I sort of took the training. If you ain't got it in you, I can't make a fighter out of you. My brother's an art worker. He works pretty hard. He puts up steel, you know. When he retires, I'll let him take care of the gym, and if I'm able, just work in the corner, because I'm about up to here with it. Special last night, telling this guy to do the one thing, and he's doing the opposite. Oh, Jesus Christ, I had to walk away. Okay, you guys got to learn, but how stupid could you be, standing there like this and let the guy pound on you?
About the hook.
That fucking hook couldn't break his neck.
Nicky puts a lot of care and love into these kids. Sometimes he gets paid back with a broken heart. Boo, the kid in the black shirt, is Nicky's problem kid. Lately, he hasn't been showing up at the gym. Teach Boo and the younger fighters like Russell an important lesson. Nicky's put him in to spar with a middleweight contender.
Around his neck. Good enough. I hope your fucking eye's all right, son. You gotta learn one fucking thing. You can hit with too many punches, bro.
I know that, Nick.
So why don't you do something?
Ain't nothing I can do about it, man. I ain't been in here training.
Okay, get hitting. I'm gonna tell you look good. That's what I'm gonna
I ain't asked you to tell me you look good. I know how I look. You can't look good not training. I said I wasn't training, man. That's the only excuse I got.
When you throw a hook on your flat-footer, you ain't got nothing there. But when you want to ball your foot and you swing your weight with it, you got something behind it. That's the same way with throwing the right hand. If I'm going to hit you with a right hand, I'm over here, I'm reaching, I ain't got nothing there. But if I step in, and I say, you watch that. There's a lot of good fighters don't do that today. And anytime you throw a right hand, a hook's supposed to follow. Their two punches go together like husband and wife.
Exactly right, and you got him in the pros that'll take a kid to a doctor when he gets a cut. And the doctor will sew it. And if the doctor's not thoroughly familiar with boxing, he'll ruin the kid on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't let a doctor sew a kid's eye. Just don't do that.
Most of these guys grew up together. And even though they're on opposite sides of the ring during the fight, afterwards they always get together for a couple of beers.
Not if it's closed right. If you close the kid's eye right, an amateur kid, we closed McMunn's eye up in Willow Grove, up in the Tubway Inn, right? The eye has never opened since. Got a cut in here. The only other cut he ever got was on top of the head, where he boxed Sterling, where he hit the turnbuckle. You open it up.
He looked good against that kid tonight, too.
Great. You turn the cut inside out, right? And put 3 butterflies on it here. And then put 2 big ones over it and tell the kid leave them on. And stretch it out. And don't stitch the eye at all. The doctor will leave a ridge here. And if you spit on it, it'll open.
When the kids were little, and you worry about them falling and getting hurt, and we're learning them to, teach them to walk, and I was always afraid of something happening to them, and then they go into boxing.
Are you going out with him tomorrow?
Who?
Anthony?
Yeah.
I ain't.
Am I?
Are you?
You know, think
One of the kids Jack trains is Bobby's oldest son. These guys trust each other. They have to.
Where is it Monday?
Henley.
Mondays is Henley?
Who's he going to fight there?
Marty Anderson. If you don't beat him up too much tomorrow night.
The word on the streets is that Anthony's a natural, a quick, aggressive kid with lots of style.
There was a kid that I took that couldn't fight, never had a street fight, took him through his amateur career, and the night that he turned professional, when I was in that ring, I didn't think I was going to make it. That particular night, all my kids were there, my wife was there, and the thought that went through my mind, if I hadn't did some of the things in my past life that I did, I would have had the opportunity to box professional. And I didn't do that, and here I was doing it through another kid. Off the job,
Of all the kids he's ever trained, Jack feels that Anthony's got the best shot to go all the way.
It's a sport, not like barbarian stuff like that. It's not I'm gonna kill you or stuff like that. It's a sport, and you gotta work at it.
Most boxers, like, you know, they don't go out and get drunk on the corner because, you know, they stay in shape and stuff. They ain't doing drugs, like, you know, most kids in the neighborhood. And
They want to make it out of this neighborhood. It's a low-class neighborhood, maybe. They want to better themselves.
I think there's a lot of tough kids in this neighborhood, and before they start fighting, their fathers were fighting and stuff like that.
Boxing brings the fathers and sons of the port together. They're never closer than on the day of the fight.
He had done no training for nothing. And he was boot. Now, if he had been in shape, he would took it. But he wasn't in no kind of shape. Even his trainer even said so.
I don't be thinking sometimes when I be in the ring.
No,
I
you know
do
why?
when I train.
Because you get mad.
Yeah, when I get hit.
Because you get mad, somebody hits you, the first thing comes to your mind is get them back, and I don't care how.
Yeah, that's when he took me.
That's when you get hurt.
Yeah. He said,
When you stop thinking, that's when you get hurt.
I tighten up. Somebody hit me, I tighten up and kill me.
Another one by Johnson, another one.
Like a lot of the kids, Frankie likes to spend the afternoon before the fight watching the big guys on TV.
As Galindez continues to slide along the ropes, he is hurt badly. Falling back into the ropes as Johnson hammers following him, knowing he's got the title in his grasp.
Uh-oh, there he is down.
He's
He's out of it.
They're not even going to wait
I didn't even see him hit him.
Come on, Jimmy! Kill, Jim! Kill! Kill! You got him on the run!
Jimmy Casey doesn't have a father. He spends the afternoon with his friends down at the schoolyard.
Come on, Jimmy, go for his stomach!
He looks like he's a punk to me.
He's Irish Jim Casey. Fishtown. Some fight at Henley's, some fight at Harrogate. Pretty good.
If it's tonight I have a fight, then I'll say, well, good luck. And when I get back, they'll ask me if I won or lost or whatever.
What he's learned here is that no matter what happens, if he works hard enough, he can come a winner.
In Port Richmond, like tough neighborhoods all over the world, boxing is more than a sport. It's part of growing up. Parents around here see it as a way to teach their kids important lessons. For the fighters, it's a chance for recognition, prestige, a moment of glory. Once we step through the ropes, we're part of a special club.
Let's give him a nice round of applause. Come on, ladies.
I'm hoping that he's a winner all the time, you know.
I picked him up, walked around, like tears in your eyes. You're so happy, you know what I mean? When we're walking down the aisle with the flag, oh, you get that thrill. You'll be surprised how it makes you feel.
But like showing off, you know, you feel proud.
Feels good, real good.
Makes you feel like you're a little bit better than everybody else.
I feel happy. 'Cause I won. Wouldn't you?
You stick around.
On fight night, the trainers are as nervous as the kids.
You got a definite tonight, don't you?
Then the
Frankie?
queen moved
He
in
doesn't want
there.
to call him Gal. I was calling him Gal up there when he was training.
Money, Basler! Now, 5 seconds. Would you calm down?
Bob, did you bring all your stuff with you? You got your cup?
Where?
You ain't got no hand wraps? I got 3 extra pair of hand wraps in it, and I got 2 mouthpieces.
Ace is 11.
Bobby wants to make sure his kids are ready.
Do me a favor, Ronnie, ask me over
He
Harrogate
knows
real
that
quick.
when you step through those ropes, you step through alone.
Sweat. Freezing. She just took my temperature before I left. About 100. What time is it?
He already needs to hand
10 after 6 now.
You got a robe, you don't need none, huh?
No, I ain't got no room.
Why ain't you got it? What happened to the one you had?
The Juniper Gym has pros as well as amateurs. And tonight, while the pros train, the kids get ready.
Hey, Russell, you tried one the other night. I know this one. Is this the one you had? Some head gets with you?
Yeah.
If Nicky seems relaxed, it's because he's trained these kids hard, and he knows they're ready.
The fighter's supposed to smile when he takes a picture? Huh?
No, only when you win a fight.
Oh. Well, a guy told me you never smile. I said, what do you mean? When the fighter loses? When he wins, I still stay the same way. That's my nature. There had to be something funny for me to smile and learn.
This is it. Is this it? This is it. This is it.
Good luck there, fellas.
Fight night's a big night for the gang at Henley's. It's the one night each month that the gym opens its doors to the rest of the neighborhood. They work hard to make sure the place looks its best.
What gym is she connected with?
Put it aside. Instead of mustard.
Oh, we're gonna stick together now. Way over here. Get your bag, Bobby. Yeah. The first round, he looked like a champion. That's what I can't understand. The second round, it wasn't because he was a little tired. Falling all over himself, ducking. Why does he have to duck? He's tall. Like I tell you, what you do in the gym and do the same thing when you fight. You see what he does when he gets like this, the guy be pounding on him. And that's how they win. These guys in the tournament, they fight their ass off to win.
The At 7 o'clock, the people start drifting in. By fight time, the place will be packed to the rafters. Fight night is family night in Port Richmond. The trainers meet in Henley's office to make the matches. Kids are paired off according to weight, age, and experience.
How old is he?
Oh, he's 17.
He's the mighty Mike.
That's the mighty Mike. Anybody else you got?
That's all.
How many you have? 3 and, what is it, 3 and 2?
We got Jimmy Casey.
How old is Casey?
The kid never knows who he's going to fight until after this meeting.
The 2 guys I told you to get ready. Frankie, you start getting ready.
Tonight, Frankie's one of the lucky ones. Bobby's been able to match him with Jack's fighter, Jimmy Casey. Bobby Bassler's getting a second chance tonight. He's been paired with a fighter he lost to once before, Russell Roberts, from the Juniper Gym.
Testing 1, 2. Okay. Is that all right now? Thumbs up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Henley's Boys Club. On behalf of the Henley Boys Club, we want to thank you all for being here tonight. You got 2 of the best seats in the house for wrestling Saturday afternoon. The winner will meet Andre the Giant. The winner will have his picture taken with Andre, Gorilla Monsoon, Hulk Hogan, whoever you like. They'll be there for you. Fine, you push fine. 50-50 chances. Please come on up and get
As that bell gets close, you get nervous, whether you're a fighter or just part of the crowd.
Wrestling and money, folks. We got them all. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an update. We are in the bottom of the 8th. 2 out, the Phillies 5, the Pirates 1.
Hey, sit down and be that. Gotta help the old man out tonight.
Somebody better help me out because I'm in dire straits, I'll tell you that.
Let these people know that the city of Philadelphia's got the greatest boxing, folks, right here at Henley's Boys Club. We'll have your attention, please, folks, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about ready to start. I'm going to ask each and every one of you to stand up, please, and let us all do our patriotic duty. Tonight, we have from the police, PAL, none other than the fine singing police officer, Jim McGinney. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land, for the free, and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jim McGinney, let's hear it for him. Thank you, Billy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this will be your first bout of the evening. We have in the blue corner, at 60 pounds, he represents the Fighting Ramblers from Kensington. Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie Gow.
Jab, jab, right hand. Jab, jab, right hand, and get out of the way. Move your head out of the way. You want to sit down in between rounds or stand up? Sit down.
Here is the pride and joy, the Fighting Irishman, Jimmy Casey.
All right, keep yourself together now, Jimmy. Do what you know how to do.
The referee in the ring at this time, Jackie Lennon. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your first bout, 3 rounds. Hit it.
both fighters.
Look what you're doing, Frankie.
Walk to the right, Jimmy. Walk to the right. Do it again, Jimmy. Left, right.
Well done, straight away, Frankie.
Corner, both fighters.
Sit down, Jimmy. Sit down. Sit down. You're too far away with the right hand, pal. Okay? You're getting him with the jab, but you're too far away for the right hand. You got to step in a little bit with the jab, turn in with the right hand, come right back with the left hook, all right?
That was good. That was very good. You were paying attention to what you were doing, and it worked out good for you. Press.
All right? Back with the left hook. You're hooking from too far away. Get closer.
Okay, here we go now. Round
Five, both fighters.
Double, Frankie, double.
You're doing okay. Don't blow it in the third round. Jab, right hand, jab, right hand, jab, right hand, jab, right hand.
I want it done that. You're doing great that way. Double up your jab. Just keep the pressure on. It's working for you.
Take another one. Get the water. You're doing all right now, okay? Spit it out over here. Right here, Jimmy.
Carry it, Frank. Carry it.
Fight, both fighters.
Okay, Frankie, nice job, brother. All right. Sure, he looks good. He's the pride of the Harrogate Boxing Club. One of the tough Irish kids from Fishtown.
See him in the center, please, Charlie.
Yeah.
Frank, send him to the center of the ring, please. Both fighters. How you feel? Atta boy. Good fight, both guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jackie Lennon informs me this is a draw. Let's give a
Okay, guys, good luck. See you again.
We have good news from the vet. Pete Rose tonight has gone 4 for 4, and the Phillies have won the ball game.
After every fight, Frankie's father takes his picture. And Jimmy Casey, he calls his mom.
headache, man.
Warm out there, man. All that smoke is getting to me, too.
I feel like I got a headache, man. You just don't know. I'm gonna take some Anderson or something.
The guy that's boxing, man, is always going to be moving on you. All right? He ain't never going to be standing still.
Hey, keep them hands up high. Don't just keep that left hand down here, all the way up here. When you get in the clinch, don't stand still with that head. Roll. Every time you roll your hook. You roll on the other side, you come back to the right hand.
So this is how we get our rent, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ashamed to say that the city of Philadelphia gives us nothing. The state gives us nothing. We don't get one dime from anybody, ladies and gentlemen. The money we get is from you good people here tonight. Every week you people are so generous, and that's how we pay the rent.
Little guys are fun to watch, but everyone really comes to see the older fighters. That's because as the kids get bigger, so do the stakes.
It's over, folks! It's over! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Once you get inside of this pocket, it's not just the guy who's on the outside of the pocket. You know how you have to play the right hand.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about ready to start. Could I have your attention, please, folks? Please. You folks that are by the windows, could you pop them open, please? Let's open some of them windows up, please. This will be the main event, ladies and gentlemen, between Roberts and Bassler.
Hook up there and stole them right hands. They were close, big, that left hand down there. Both hands, short. Don't bring them back.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your ready we have in the blue corner.
Now the straight left hand is over.
124 pounds. He comes from the fighting German. Here is Russell Roberts. Representing the fighting Ramblers of Kensington at 124.5 pounds, Bobby Bassler. Your referee in the ring at this time, Ray Paquette, 3 rounds.
Seconds down.
Here we go, round 1. Roberts and Bassler.
Move in.
Come on, get off, Fred. Both hands, that's it. Get him off. Get him off.
Stick and hook. Right on him, Russ.
All right, have them bounce, guys, and keep in mind. Back with him now, back with him.
Stay on top of him. Hook and right hand. And work with 2 hands on the inside every time you roll your hook.
The only time you go back on the inside of the foot is when you're getting ready to unload that straight left hand right hook. Outside the foot. Okay? When you're inside, don't stand there and take them. Work. You did good.
Don't give him the chance to get set.
No.
Don't wait for him to come to you.
I'm telling you, it's up to you. You stay outside.
Listen for me. Right.
Second round coming up, round 2.
There it is, guys. We'll move backward. Come on, man. He won't stay with you. Come on. Good job, Bobby. Come on. got the firepower tonight.
Who's winning the fight, Joe?
Yeah. Hurry up. You gave that round up. Okay? You gave that round up. There's no doubt about it. I'm telling you.
There's nothing, there's nothing wrong with your eye.
Sweat is in it.
Right now, you work on the outside of his foot. Come back with the straight left hand, right hook.
Go right to him. Stick that jab out, hook and right hand. Stick it out, hook and right hand. Get inside, work with two hands. Stay on top of it.
Don't mess around. Don't mess around. And either way, at the end of this round, you go over and make good, and you make good about it, okay? Don't be a bad sport.
Punch till the referee tells you to break.
Roberts and Bossler. Third round. Attack! Jab first. To the belly, bro. Come on. Stay on top of him, both hands. Come on.
Two hands.
Bring it up. Keep working, bro. Keep working, bro.
Get on top of him.
Back to the wall. Come on.
Underneath.
Dig to his body, bro. Take it on, Slee. Come on. Make him outside, bro. Come on, Dad. It's the last round. Now what? Come on, baby. Bring it up. Don't wait for him, Dad. Don't wait.
Come on, Russell. Move in. Underneath. Underneath.
Biggie lost it. Tell you the truth.
Coming in the ring right now to present the trophy to the winner. Here's the former.
Don't be a bad sport about this.
He's now a professional fighter, ladies and gentlemen. Bob Rooney. Bob Rooney. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official decision. Here's your winner. Unanimous decision, Russell Roberts.
Come on, Russell.
For the second time in 2 months, Russell's come into Henley's and walked away with a win.
What a good fight.
Get ready.
John Fleck, I think he's back
We have in the blue corner. He's in the blue corner.
Let me take it home and watch.
At 125 pounds. Representing the John Henley Boys Club.
Good job, Bobby. Nice job.
Just look at myself.
Just one of them nights, and you looked like you was overtrained. You didn't have it. You know what you have to work for. In and out. Double. Double that fucking easy.
Every kid who fights at Henley's gets a trophy. It's the rules of the club. And whether he wins or loses, every fighter gets the respect and admiration of the people in the neighborhood.
Had a good fight though, and you gave him a good fight. Don't worry about it.
By the end of fight night, it gets hard to tell the winners from the losers. That's because it doesn't matter. What's important is that you fought.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget our next card will be April 27th. Please tell your friends. And again, thank you all for coming, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your ring announcer, Frank Talent. Thank you, folks. Good night. God bless.
No one gets hurt in the ring at Henley's. A bloody nose will stop a fight. And these kids aren't here for money. They're here to learn a lesson. It's the same lesson their fathers learned before them. It's a lesson learned every day in neighborhoods like this all over the world. If you really want anything out of this life, you have to be ready to fight for it.
Good night, everybody. I hear that bell ring, I feel like getting in the ring and start fighting.